A little before 2 in the morning, Manuel woke Carlos up and they both went to the hospital. Andre was still in the operating room and there was still no information about his condition. Sevilla arrived an hour later, and with him came 2 VMP employees. The surgery to remove the bullet fragments had already lasted about 3 hours, and the patient's state of health was critical. At the end of the procedures, Andre was taken to the intensive care unit. Without memory, Carlos barely understood all that movement and did not think about the motivation or authorship of that attack. He was there only as a witness to the events. In the morning, Ana arrived at the hospital accompanied by the housekeeper of the Valdivia's house, and both showed extreme nervousness. Mobilized, the Cali police investigated the new attack against the Valdivia, but the type of occurrence was considered common in that Colombian region. The few people who witnessed everything could not detail. Nearby were the building's doorman and some residents who were talking on the ground floor of the building. These were alerted by the shots and the criminal's escape. Andre would only regain consciousness in the middle of the afternoon. Carlos' cousin would remain in the ICU for some time. In the morning of the following day, the doctors noted a slight improvement in his condition and indicated that he should be transferred to a room. Feeling at home in the hospital environment, Ana began to assist Andre. Bullets had hit Carlos' cousin's shoulder, leg, and chest, leaving unremoved fragments in his lung as well. In Andre's apartment everything was fine. Nothing had been found by the police, who, at first, suspected there was some connection between this occurrence and Carlos' assassination attempt. Sevilla, as a VMP lawyer, hired a team of private investigators and another to provide security for both cousins, as there seemed to be an orchestrated action aimed at eliminating the Valdivia cousins, which would also have victimized Carlos' wife. It seemed urgent to protect everyone until everything was clarified. In Andre's health condition, the most worrisome wounds were lung and leg injuries, where bones had been broken, which would prevent him from moving for a long time. 20 days after being shot, Andre was taken to Carlos' house, where he began therapy. On those days, Carlos' cousin was moved around with the help of a wheelchair and had a nursing assistant for whatever was necessary. The cousins began to have an intense relationship, a period that was for Carlos a lot of learning and information. This coexistence, for both, was very positive and a factor of great rapprochement. Some surgical procedures led Andre to return to the hospital 3 times and, after a few months, he noticed a great deal of weight loss attributed to the side effects of the strong medications he was submitted to. The fact of staying in bed or in a wheelchair also displeased Andre, and, to alleviate this situation, Ana and Carlos, with him, played cards, read magazines, newspapers and books, and watched movies on television. For Andre's cousin, much of this had an air of novelty. Sometime later, Andre took his wheelchair around the gardens, without anyone's help.